All right, shalom, shalom. First things first, I'm going to give our honor and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, say Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. And we give double honor to our apostles and our elders, which are the apostle elders and great millstone, which feed us with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the spirit and power of Yahbashim Yahushai. 2025, which is the hopeful year of our deliverance and the judgment and the destruction of Esau. Let's jump into this video. The title of this video is Esau, the wicked has been weighed and found wanting. The wicked has been weighed, something on those lines. And then we got this situation with the leader of Sakari that's having some scandals go on. And the main thing you got to see is, this reminds me of the polite situations. You know, the same thing that they're dishing out and they're bringing up, you know, especially speaking about the apostles and elders being disrespectful and talking sideways. Now you see the fruits of those things are coming to pass. You know, the Lord is putting an exclamation point on who he's dealing with in the camp. And that's we'll see what comes out about it. We'll see more information. We'll see what he says. But the evidence is damning, very damning, okay? Very damning. It's going to take a lot of wiggling and moving around, or just come out front with it. Either way, it's not good. And we've got the Passover coming up. That's spiritual in itself. You know, we're going to have a blood moon on that night also. So all these things that are coming down is to show you that Yahbashim Yahushua is moving this goalpost, man. All right, so let's just hold our faith, you know, keep ourselves tightened up, get better at certain things, take things out of the life that you don't need. You know, it's coming to that time, you know, we're in the home stretch. All right, so I got a few videos I wanted to post up, so I figured I'll just put them all into one video and we'll go through it and we'll pick out some things and we'll bring out some precepts, Lord willing. This is an edifying lesson. But to show you, this man is at the end. We're watching the culmination of World War III. We're in it. We're just watching it go. It's going to turn into a hot war. And right now it's proxy war. But all these things are getting ready to intensify. And we got the situation here.
Fortunately, I have some very bad news regarding the Russia-Ukraine war. I need to
Purposes only. This is not for any kind of financial gain or monetary gain. This is just to push forth this information and to say the news, which is coming out. All right, so UK is sending $2 billion in frozen Russian assets to Ukraine to use in this war. We've already seen the corruption that's come out with this situation with Zelensky and Trump, which was, I feel it was staged, but you know, either way, they wanted that to happen. They wanted everybody to see that. But at the end of it, you see that there's a breaking down, and Trump don't forget easy. So he's pretty much he's gonna be at odds with this man for a while. Okay, so let's go ahead and play this.
Fortunately, I have some very bad news regarding the Russia-Ukraine war. I need to explain it to you because you need to be prepared. Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, yesterday pledged $2 billion of financial assistance, aid to Ukraine, as well as, here's the part that's concerning, United Kingdom ground troops to fight in the ongoing battle. United Kingdom is...
And that's something Russia said that's a red line. They said we'll let you send your money and let you send your weapons to them, but if you put troops in there, if you start putting active members, which there's already mercenaries in there, there's already peacekeepers, if you want to say that. But Russia said if you send in troops, that's a red line for us.
Only country that has expressed sending ground troops to Ukraine. That would be disastrous, because then what could happen that people have talked about is Article 5 getting invoked in NATO, which states that if one country of NATO is under attack, they all are. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that would be all-out World War III if it was NATO versus Russia and other countries were forced to take sides. Now, the United States has floated around the idea in this new administration of potentially leaving NATO, so therefore, if the United Kingdom wanted to get involved directly, the United States wouldn't have to follow through on the Article 5 invokement. Now, I really hope that Zelensky does not take this deal, because the deal has been offered now by the United Kingdom, but it hasn't necessarily been agreed upon. So you just gotta, stay vigilant and really talk out against these things.
He's going to take the deal. We're going to see that here shortly, but he's taking the deal. They're signing it. They're moving this goalpost, and it's escalating. Just like Trump said that he's going to end the war in 24 hours. That's not the case because it's prophetic. These are prophet times. This like when Israel, the nation of Israel, I'm talking you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you were taken down. You were taken down by other nations that took you over, and certain economical hardships. You had the situation with Jeroboam and Rehoboam. You had a split. So all these things are happening now. You have the kingdom going against the kingdom. I was trying to put it in the best words. So you have Edomite nations going against Edomite nations. They just had the situation with J.D. Vance went over there to the European countries and blast them, and they didn't appreciate it. So they're doing their own thing, and they want Russia to push. They want the war more than Babylon. Babylon wants it because of the economical standpoints and what they can gain from it. But the main thing, UK wants that Russia to be defeated. That way they can pillage the land pretty much, okay, and establish a what does it say? Energy. What does it say? Extraction from that country, because Russia's huge, so they want to chop that up into pieces. But like Russia said, they won't allow it. If they feel that they're going to lose out on their sovereignty and lose out on what they call as their borders, they're gonna go nuclear, man. So this thing is escalating quickly. All right, we're coming to the time of man, something might happen on the Pesach, man. Okay, the pot is boiling, everything is ready. The prophecies have been given out. The men have been on the highways and byways. The true men are being found out. All right, all these things are leading up to the culmination of the end. Okay.
Zelensky does not take this.
So now let's show right here. It says, "Wow, the U.S."
First, we will keep the military aid flowing and keep increasing the economic pressure on Russia to strengthen. First, we will keep the military aid flowing and keep increasing the economic pressure on Russia to strengthen Ukraine now. Second, we agreed that any lasting peace must ensure Ukraine's sovereignty and security, and Ukraine must be at the table. Third, in the event of a peace deal, we will keep boosting Ukraine's own defensive capabilities to deter any future invasion. Fourth, we will go further to develop a coalition of the willing to defend a deal in Ukraine and to guarantee the peace. Not every nation will feel able to contribute, but that can't mean that we sit back. Instead, those willing will intensify planning now with real urgency. The UK is prepared to back this with boots on the ground and planes in the air.
One more time.
Together with this, with boots on the ground and planes in the air. Together with others, we sit back. Instead, those willing will intensify planning now with real urgency. The UK is prepared to back this with boots on the ground and planes in the air. Together with others, Europe must do the heavy lifting. But to support peace in our continent and to succeed, this effort must have strong US backing. We're working with the US on this point. After my meeting,
Show you that they ain't stopping no more. They want this. The higher ups want this. They got to make these moves because Yahbashim Yahshua is the one moving this. Behind the scenes, they got to make moves because the Lord is forcing them. There's certain things that they have to get done, and that's why it says while they're about to fill their belly, the Lord's going to cast fire upon them. So all these things that are moving towards prophecy, it doesn't matter what. That's just like the situation where the angel said, "Send me, and I should be a lion spirit in the mouth of his prophets." That's the further to go for him to go where he was supposed to be put to death at. Okay, so I bring that up just to say that there's certain situations in the scriptures where a nation will be moved or a king will be moved towards a post or towards a certain end or a certain destiny, which is prophecy. Prophecy is the same as destiny. Okay, something is destined. That means it's prophetic. That's why we're telling you prophecies that are getting ready to take place that are going to involve all these nations because the Lord is going to bring them down into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, which is his judgment. He's going to plead them and he's going to destroy them. Plead doesn't mean beg. He's going to use his power to bring these nations down, and then he's going to judge them, and then he's going to deliver his people. And then we're living in the greatest times of that, man.
But to support peace in our continent and to succeed, this effort must have strong US backing. We're working with the US on this point after my meeting with President Trump last week. And let me be clear, we agree with the President on the urgent need for a durable peace. Now we need to deliver together. Finally, we agreed.
They're going to war. They're not easing up. He's got his marching orders. He's not in there running no things, man. It's a highly evolved construct to this place. There's no just one man coming and taking and moving anything. They got a lot of money invested. They got a lot of resources. They have a lot of things that are taking place. The pipeline, the Nord Stream pipeline, all these things, the Crimean Bridge, all these things you can't step it back. You can't move backwards. You have to go either forward or lateral. But they can't go back. There's no turning back. They've committed too much. They've crossed the precipice. All right, they've crossed that line where they had a choice to maybe back it off and try another way. Now they have to go this route, and they're committed to it. But this route is also the commitment of them sending troops into Ukraine, which now they will be vulnerable to attacks. And Russia always said, you go there, they gonna stay there. That's what Vladimir and his administration has said. He said, whatever you send over there, just like when they send tanks over there, the Russians said the same thing. We're gonna eat through them tanks. So they're gonna eat through the people that come, and they're gonna target those because they're not supposed to be there. Because I think one of those places that I hit was a staging area for mercenaries, and I remember the article that came out. But Russia totally destroyed it, man. Okay.
Working with the US on this point after my meeting with President Trump last week. And let me be clear, we agree with the President on the urgent need for a durable peace. Now we need to deliver together. Finally, we agreed that leaders will meet again very soon to keep the pace behind these actions and to keep working towards this shared plan. We are at a crossroads in history today. This is not a moment for more talk. It's time to act, time to step up and lead, and to unite around a new plan for a just and enduring peace.
See? What does it say?
Thank you.
They should say peace, peace, then sudden destruction. And that's what you see
First,
right now. They're saying peace, peace, and then sudden destruction.
We will keep...
Okay, so they're pledging $2 billion.
We have some big news right now. Elon Musk is now calling for the United States to leave not just NATO, which is the most critical security alliance of the 21st century, but also to leave the United Nations. Musk has now publicly talked about how he supports the...
So they ain't leaving, man. They're too tied in it.
Minister Marchenko, thank you very much for joining us today. We're going to sign the UK-Ukrainian Extraordinary Revenue Acceleration Loan Agreement worth £2.26 billion as part of our unwavering and ongoing support for the Ukrainian people.
And this agreement is very necessary.
Moving towards that goal.
Thank you very much for joining us today. We're going to sign the UK-Ukrainian Extraordinary Revenue Acceleration Loan Agreement worth £2.26 billion as part of our unwavering and ongoing support for the Ukrainian people.
And
this agreement is...
Because that money's going to be funneled. It's gonna be looted. That money is just, they can't just take it out of the account of Russia and then just use it, because that's
very necessary, and because it can cover our military expenses in directly targeted specific weapons. And we are so grateful, and I believe that the first step towards fully seizure of all Russian assets, I believe it will be possible in the nearest future.
In the huge efforts and undertakings that unwavering and ongoing support for the Ukrainian people.
And this agreement is very necessary, and because it can cover our military expenses in directly targeted specific weapons. And we are so grateful, and I believe that the first step towards fully seizure of all Russian assets. I believe it will be possible in the nearest future.
In the huge efforts and undertakings that you're making.
Clearly sees a puppet.
Let's start.
Clearly. So we're moving closer.
Well, thank you very much. And that's our side of it. And in the next few days, the disbursements of money, we should be able to make those to Ukraine. I know that they are needed as quickly as possible. Thank you so much, Minister, for being able to join us today. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
They pissed.
U.S. will have to send their sons and daughters exactly the same way.
Zelensky is doubling down on Babylon.
Their sons. U.S. will have to send their sons and daughters exactly the same way as we are sending their sons and daughters to war, and they will have to fight because it's NATO that we're talking about, and they will be dying. U.S. will have to send their sons and daughters.
Talking real greasy, man. Talking real greasy. But that's what we need. That's knowing that we're going to move forward and get up out of here. These prophecies have to come to pass. Okay? Watch this. This is 1 Thessalonians 5 and verse 3. It says, let's read the NLT. When people are saying everything is peaceful and secure, then disaster will fall upon them as suddenly as a pregnant woman's labor pains begin, and there will be no escape. So that you hear what he said, the peacekeepers, they want to keep peace in Ukraine and all these things, but peace comes with what? War. Peace comes with the destruction and the dismantling of Russia. That's the only way they're getting out of there. Because only way Ukraine's going to stop is they supposedly win. And Russia said, we ain't having it. Hey, we're not having NATO on our borders. We're not having no troops on our southern flank. We're not having these things. They accepted certain weapons, but even then, that was a push on Russia. So Russia's having to take time and make sure the moves are right because they know they're being baited into this thing. But it's not really them being baited, it's prophecy. That's why you have to filter everything through the scriptures. And you can see that this plan that the Lord has given us, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding before these things come to pass. Here we go. This is John 4 and verse 29. And it reads, it says, I have told you these things before they happen so that when they do happen, you will believe. Okay, same thing Yahushua was pushing. The same thing because the spirit of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy, to prophesy. And this is amplified. I've told you now before it happens so that when it does take place, you may believe and have faith in me. So this should show us that what our faith is in the right place. We should intensify it because we are seeing everything that was spoken of. World War III, the third war was written in the time of John, John on the Isle of Patmos. Okay, John on the Isle of Patmos seen the vision of this coming Third World War all the way till now. So to show you the validity of the Bible is right. Because why these things that the Bible spoke of that will happen are taking place now in our lifetimes. This is the generation that Yahushua said won't pass away until they all be fulfilled. So if it's all waiting to be fulfilled, we're moving towards that goal. Every move they make is towards World War III. Every turn they turn, everything is leading to that war, man. There's no going back. There's no stopping it. There's no, we got to give Russians. And it says that they shall not regard gold nor silver. Hopefully I spelled that right. Let's go here. Ezekiel 38, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, Salakia. I spelled that. Regard. This is it's like Isaiah 13 and verse 17. Behold, I will stir up. So who's doing this? The Heavenly Father is doing this through the angels. He's stirring up this man. He's moving him towards the goal. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and for gold they shall not delight in it. They're not worrying about this economical crash and the economical sanctions that's placed on Russia because they have other things and other means to keep themselves alive and afloat. But the main point is that they're not worried about the sanctions anymore. There's nothing you got over them, man. And then I was watching one video. They said that Russia's got all the cars. They're about to win anyway. They just got to keep going. That's why they're signing this $2 billion package. But they don't got no men to fight. There's no men out there. Trump was saying that during that interview in the White House. He said that you don't have no men to fight. If you have lack of men, you can only, fight so many battles. And Russia's moving in. Russia's strategically doing what it needs to do, which is all going to lead to the third woe. All right? Let's see here. Hold on.
At an independent restaurant. I'm in a relatively...
Let's get some of these precepts. This is the book of Jeremiah 25 verse 15, and it reads, Amplified, for thus saith the Lord, the power of Israel, to me, take this cup of the wine of wrath from my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send you to drink it. And that's what we're doing. YouTube goes and touches all nations in the world pretty much. And then you got Starlink that carries Wi-Fi around the world. But the main point is that the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is getting ready to be poured out on these heathens. We've drank it. We weren't even supposed to drink it, but we drank it. And then now we're coming out of that drunkenness, and we're receiving the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, which makes us free, which sets us free, and which establishes our mind and brings us back to that status as holy people. Okay? But now we're just waiting on the bodies to be changed. That way we don't have to be under the chains, instead of trying to live and be better versions of ourselves. But we're going to be made the best version of ourselves, which is the new bodies. Once the new bodies are put in, and where the spirits are put into those new bodies, righteousness is going to flourish on the planet Earth, man. All right? Trees are going to grow healthy and not worry about the BS that's being pumped out here, man. Okay? Let me see. Let's get this one right here. This is the book of Psalms 15 and 28. Amplified, the heart of the righteous thinks carefully about how to answer, and likewise approach the timely way. But the babbling mouth and the wicked pours out marvelous things. Let's read another translation. And until the heart of the ungodly thinks carefully before speaking, the mouth of the wicked overflows the evil words. And that's what that altercation was. But you didn't see Trump do that in the time when Elon Musk was talking. He was quiet. So they're showing you that he's getting, he's getting moved around the way that they want him to be moved around. So I'm going to leave it there. I didn't want to make it too long. I just wanted to bring out those articles instead of sharing multiple short clips. I figured I'd just put it all into one. That way we can all see it together and see that this man has been weighed and he's found wanting, and that judgment is coming down the line, man. All right, so with that, I say, call halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Chakwadash. Until the next time I say shalom, and born out of never keep faith. Shalom.